Hello and welcome to another episode of the How to CEO Show. I'm delighted to have Patti on this show. I've got to know her this year, and she has an amazing project helping artists launch NFT collections. Patti, please introduce yourself and your project.
Yeah, sure. Thanks for inviting me, Murray. And I'm Patty. I'm the CEO and co-founder of ETCHEVE. ETCHEVE is a SaaS platform to helping creators to uh, manage their community and also generate a passive income through NFT. So we are very we have this kind of pleasure to work with a lot of amazing creators like visual artists and musicians. Yeah.
And you come from the physical world, physical artist gallery world, and you're moving them into Web3. Is that right?
Yeah, that's true. I have my own gallery and art agency business 3 years ago, and our gallery is located in Atlanta, Georgia, Charlottesville, and also pop-up gallery in New York.
Amazing. And so, what are some trends you're seeing in the art industry this year?
So it's really exciting, like to me, and also like why I begin, tap into the Web3 as well. It just we realize more and more artists begin to really open to the idea of the NFT. I would say, to be honest, especially because we work with gallery artists, which they're more like old fashioned. They have been in the industry for like several decades, and in the beginning, they feel like, what's happening with all this NFT, right? Especially most of the project is just about profile photo and avatars, etc. So it's like very far away from them. And now we see a trend actually more and more artists like visual artists and also musicians, digital artists. They are thinking they take their time actually really exploring the new tech, and they ask a lot of questions and say, hey, like Patty, like what's happening with the Web3? Could you explain further about like, do you think it will be helpful for my career? Because they don't want to miss the opportunity. Because when Instagram like appears, like apparently like all the artists like traditional like 20 years ago, like all the artists will have like a portfolio, like PowerPoint, all those things. But since now, actually, no one is doing that. Most people just manage show their artwork to public through Instagram, right? So they don't want to miss this opportunity. Yeah.
So, what are some interesting or exciting or crazy projects you've seen this year?
Yeah, so I really like creators, so that's why I will really follow those creators project. So there is a DJ Koki, and he is very popular, and he actually launched his own metaverse actually this year, and I really like his the hosting because he actually give use NFT to manage their community. He has like credits, which you buy different credits, and then you can get exclusive invitation to his like DJ session, concert, etc. on events. And he also have like NFT collections. You can collect it as the merch. So really very very smart. That's why. I really love I like the idea, like the project, and also he also incorporated so well into his community actually, to make the community can communicate with each other as well. Yeah, so that's also part of kind of inspiration for our projects. Yeah.
Fantastic. And so, who are some other people you think are doing cool projects or are cool people, and you think I should interview?
Yeah, so like again, because I really like creator economy, so I have spent a lot of time with them. Like I really want to shout out with Michael and Ken. So they two actually are collaborating. Ken is from their Hollywood, which is a producer, and Michael is more from Web3 field and very successful entrepreneur and also investor. And they're working on a project, to have a film and also a show about Web3, which is doing education. I think it's amazing. Like we definitely need that, and we want people to learn about Web3 and what actually it is. So yeah, that's a one person I want to mention, and another is I want to mention is Greg. Um, Emery and also Teresa Edwards. I think they are amazing. Is like so one of them is actually my gallery artist, another is Olympic champion,
Amazing.
and she has 5 Olympic medals. I know it's like very inspiring women as a African American woman, and I mean she is literally the icon, right? Because I think from her, like I learned a lot of like things because as a female entrepreneur, like I learned a lot of things from her story. It's like she how like you pursue your dream and doing it and climb the to the top in a certain area. And so they two actually are working on a very cool project in the Web3 about NFT, and because they want to express this kind of spirit and to a bigger community, which I really want to support. So that's why I think I should mention them. It's very cool. Uh, yeah. Yeah. Let me think. Other folks. Yeah. Uh, yeah. I yeah. I also want to mention one of the artists I really like, Noah Scanlon. He actually also tapped into the Web3 field now. Uh, yeah, he is a very successful artist in the traditional art industry. I mean, he's being collected by his artwork being collected by museums and galleries and very famous collectors, and they work with Old Navy, and he always been invited actually to talk like Google, BMW, those places. And so I want to mention him is he started doing the NFT as well because for him, he is a pop artist. So for the pop artists, because that's why you start your career as pop artist because you kind of you want your artwork to be more accessible. So that's why when we talk about like Web3 things, I think his opinion, like I really like his opinion because he thinks like NFT should be make the artwork actually more accessible to a more affordable to like the young collectors or like people who can't afford like 5 or 6 figures original painting. Yeah. And so yeah, that's another and he's just a very cool person to hang out with. Super creative. He create artworks. He never paint with the brush or like the yeah with traditional like pigment. He used stickers, he used all those things wasting the life, like the I don't know, the bottle of the milk, something like the box of milk, something like that, and or ties or like clothes, etc. So yeah, that's another person I want to mention.
Fantastic. How do people help you?
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, I definitely have a lot of people help me, and I to be honest, like I really want to thank my artists to help me first. Like if it's not my artists, we will not have achieved for real. Because I started this business, like whole idea is just because my artists are like, hey Patty, help me figure it out. Like we really need you and we trust you and we want you, like take whatever commission you want. So that's the original quote from them. And so that's why I have this kind of I feel like I should do this and I want to help them, and they gave me a lot of ideas. And when I actually being asked by a lot of like, what's the unique competitive advantage, and I said like, we really have very close relationship. Actually, because the artist is deeply involved in our products, like they tell
Yeah.
us what is more comfortable with them. So I really appreciate that. And also, I met a lot of amazing people in Silicon Valley, in the Bay Area. And probably that's also the reason why want to come here, make connections, etc. I mean, I met you, like Murray, in a meetup, right? It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I remember it's a very interesting, it's like a ridiculous meetup. They canceled it. I remember we
Yeah.
just
But
sitting.
were you there anyway?
Yeah, exactly. We're just doing that, and then I met with you, and you introduced me a lot of amazing folks to me. Um, I really appreciate that, and also I think that's also amazing thing with Web3 industry because it's like I think because this industry is very new, and everyone is trying to figure out, because we know the biggest kind of challenge or enemy of the industry is not like competitor, like in the
Yeah.
field with each other. It's really like, bring to the mass adoption. So that's why it's super easy to make connections. Everyone trusts each other so easily. I will tell you, like, it's very, very different. It's extremely, like, completely different from our industry. Yeah. So I think that's amazing. And personally, I met a lot of females like connections in the field as well, such as Claire, who runs Women in Crypto in SF, and Paige who worked at OKX. Like, we hang out sometimes just as girls, like,
Right.
drinks, and we talk about stuff. And so it's also very exciting, very supportive to me, because not so many female actually in the field yet, and we definitely want more people to join. Yeah.
Fantastic. How can people, if you're watching this or listening to it, how can they help you?
Yeah. So first of all, if you have like, like amazing creators that don't necessarily to be the visual artists, but musicians, video makers, influencers, etc., and introduce them to us, and we do think our product will benefit them, and we also want to just listen to their feedback to our products as well. So that's first thing I want to ask for. And the second is, if you want to partner, like if you're a brand, if you want to partner with our amazing creators and really famous ones who have 500,000, 1 million, 10 million followers, reach out to us, and we are really open, to do something. As I said, I think the biggest challenge for us together is we really need to partner with each other and to push the mass adoption of the Web3.
Fantastic. And then how do people connect with you if they want to help you?
Sure. I always say there is only one Patti Pan on LinkedIn. I'm actually quite active on LinkedIn. I do check my messages, but also can send to my email, which is patty.pan@etcheve.com.
Patty, thank you very much for being on the show. Have a great day.
Yeah. Thank you.
See you next time. Bye.
Yeah.